dizzy and tired sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't really focus on the job.
It's because of the jet lag, right?
Yeah.
If it's 9 p.m. today, what is Puerto Rico's time? Is it Pacific or Central?
It's central.
Central.
So it should be 9 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's different because in the Philippines and in Taiwan, it's the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So are you? Uh-huh.
How about you?
We're the same. Taiwan and the Philippines have the same time zones. Like Hong Kong, Singapore, but as what I have known in Singapore, they have Singapore has a different sunrise and sunset. Maybe they're just early. They have, I think, before when I went there in 2002, they had sunset around 4 or 5 p.m. and it still the Philippines by that time, by 4 or 5 p.m. it's still bright. It would be dark around 6. But in Hong Kong, sunrise is early. So that's the difference. How?
Because we have the different season and different angle of the sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's correct. How about in Taiwan? What's your sunset? What's the time for sunset?
Oh, it varies. It varies very a lot from the beginning of the year to the end of the year.
It varies a lot.
Yeah, it varies a lot. And we have the
usually what time?
The sunset usually in summer, like this season, is usually at 7 o'clock. But in winter, at the end of the year, it usually earlier. Most of the time, the sunset starts from 5 o'clock p.m.
5 p.m. Right.
Yeah. So they maybe have 2 hours difference. Actually, yesterday or today before yesterday, I'm not very sure. Wednesday is our the I'm not very sure how to say that. The summer solstice. Yeah.
And
it's a kind of a particular day, like tell people that the summer is already arriving.
All right. So different times, different sunsets, and different activities, right? Yeah. It depends also when if it's like near Christmas time, near December, sunset will be different, right? Have you observed about it? When it is December time, towards the end of the year, sunset will be earlier, I think. It really depends.
Yeah.
If the weather is so hot, then it will still be bright as late as 5. So it really depends. Okay, and how about the weather now?
Oh, yes. I think here's no difference with the Philippines right now. Yeah, because it's also humid and hot in
Mm-hmm. All right. That's good then. Mm-hmm. All right. So, are you ready for today's lesson, John?
Yeah.
All right. Friday is today, and we're going to continue with our business class. That's ML4, Unit 5, Job Satisfaction. Okay. We are already on page 5 of Unit 5. I want you to continue with this. Complete each sentence with the correct form of the verb or the word. Sometimes you will need us to use a negative form.
I think the question means some blank line.
Mm-hmm. We are going to check.
Okay.
The survey showed the staff worked flexible hours were more blank with their jobs. What are the most strongest factors in people's lives? Yeah, it's fill in the blanks for number 1 only. Choose the best answer. Okay?
Okay. The best answer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, but I didn't see the blank of B and C in the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So,
B and C, okay. Okay. Make sure that you'll answer. Okay. In here, the keyword is satisfied. Okay. I'll check. Hold on. Let me just give you the master key. Hold on. Okay. While I'm checking for the blanks, you can try to read the next few words. Okay. Alright, there's really no blank. Let me read the sentence for you and let me put the blanks myself, okay?
Okay. I some blank to choose 2 and 3, or maybe you want to do that. Should I do that?
You can. Let me put that also. Hold on. Alright, thank you. So remember when to use the noun, the gerund. The gerund is the verb plus the ing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. The adjective and so on. Okay. So you may put ing or es or ed after.
Okay. Smooth the titles on top. Okay, I'm done with that.
Alright. So number 1, the survey showed that the staff workers' flexible hours were more satisfied with their jobs. Okay, the survey showed that the staff working with flexible hours are more satisfied. Very good. Satisfied is an adjective. It is a describing word. How about number 2?
Low pay and poor working conditions create unsatisfied workers.
Right. Unsatisfied or dissatisfied. Very good. Good job. Okay. Dissatisfied. Try to use dissatisfied instead. Okay. How about number 3?
Small European companies are top of satisfying job league tables.
All right. Thank you. And letter D, letter C. No. Number 2, letter A. Satisfying. Okay.
Motivate. Sorry.
Okay, just a moment. Small European companies are top of. The best answer in here is satisfaction. Okay. Go.
Oh, okay. The noun.
Yes, a noun. How about number 2? What are letter A? What are the strongest motivated factors? Okay, the answer in here, the best answer is motivating. Okay. Motivate. Okay, the correct spelling is in here. Motivate. Motivate is an action word. It should be this describing word. Okay. Alright, how about number 2?
Workers become motivated if they work long hours for low pay. Also,
they get demotivated.
Yeah, it should be a negative form.
That's demotivated. Very good. Now let's use word in the sentence. Okay, una. Sorry. Okay, so that's demotivated. How about the last one? Let's change this. Demotivated. Would you feel the same? If you don't work, or if you work long hours for low pay, you will be demotivated, right?
Yeah.
Because you'll be expecting more when you do overtime.
Yes.
Okay, how about letter C, the last one?
What was your motivation for becoming a salesperson?
Alright. How about frustrate, number 1?
You could see the building frustrated up in the workforce. I don't know how to use frustrate.
Frustrate means sad, feel bad.
Yeah, but I'm not sure you should put it up after frustrate.
You could see the building, right?
Put it up.
Okay, let's check. Remove that.
Or maybe I put the wrong blank in the sentence.
Okay, this is wrong actually. Because the building can't be frustrated. So let's skip this, okay?
Oh, okay.
Now, how about number 2?
I found talking to him frustrating because he never listened.
Okay, the best answer in here is frustrating. I find talking to him frustrating. Okay. Or frustrated. And letter C?
I felt so frustrated with their attitude that I decided to resign.
Okay. Frustrated. Do you easily get frustrated? No?
No, actually.
Okay, it really depends upon the person, right? Some instances, circumstances make us frustrated. Others we will only feel relaxed, right? But it depends upon the situation as well. Now let's go to discussion. What do you find dissatisfying and frustrating? Dissatisfying, frustrating, and satisfying about your work or your studies?
I find that about that I am frustrated in doing work alone, do work or research. Doing work, studying. Doing research alone. Because that made me demotivated to do something. In contrast, I find
You can write down your answers. I found that I am frustrated in doing work, studying, and doing research alone. You can say, I found that I am frustrated in doing work alone. Okay, you can say, you can make it direct.
Okay.
I easily get frustrated when I study, research, and work alone. So you don't like to be alone. Alright. In contrast, I find satisfying when I get extra money from the company. Okay, in here it should be satisfied. Okay, remember? Adjectives, describes, okay. Example, satisfied. So, adjectives, describes. Verbs, acts. Verbs shows action. Nouns are just names, proper names or common names. Names of things, people, places, etc. Okay? So remember the part of speech. I easily get frustrated when I study, research, and work alone. Okay? Or simply, I easily get frustrated when I am alone. Alright? Who or what inspires you at work?
Other experts or other fantastic people. With great achievement. Yeah. Other experts or fantastic people with great achievement always inspire me.
Okay, people with great achievements inspire you. Can you name one of your favorite people?
Bill Gates. Yeah, and some famous people or engineers in Taiwan. Yeah, they are not famous in the world, but they are famous in Taiwan community. So I don't really their name actually because there are some haters. They only have the nickname. They sometimes inspire me with their achievement.
Alright. Any questions so far regarding adjectives, satisfying, satisfied, and their lessons? So far, so good?
Yeah.
Alright, now let's go to staff satisfaction survey. Okay, Helen Tucker is Human Resource Director at Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is the manufacturer of Safeguard and Head & Shoulders. Colgate. Now, each year, the company conducts a survey throughout their organization to find out how satisfied and dissatisfied about their jobs. Okay. What we're going to do is to ask questions, 5 questions.
Okay.
Name 5 questions and then we are going to discuss after. Okay. Write down 5 questions that you may ask during the survey or that may be asked to you during the survey, okay?
Okay.
Alright. So these are the questions. Okay. Let's do this as a role play. Okay. I'll be like, for example, the manager of Procter & Gamble. And then I'm going to answer your questions. You're going to ask me, and then you are going to make follow-up questions as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Alright. Shall we start?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Please give score from 1 to 5 according to your satisfaction of our company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Based on Safeguard and Colgate, I really like them. So basically, I rate 4.5 as a customer.
Really high score.
Mm-hmm.
And also, please provide me the most satisfying things about your work.
Okay. Are you referring to me as the customer this time, or as the manager of the Procter and Gamble?
The manager.
Okay. I really like it when our quota or sales target exceeds expectation. For example, in this year, last year, year 2016, we were expecting around $200 billion in international sales. price in Pampers alone, diapers, but it exceeded almost twice, almost half. So I was really satisfied with my work.
That was an amazing achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing about your company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, shall I continue to ask the question?
Yes. Continue to ask.
Okay. So, also please give me the most frustrating thing about your work.
Okay, it should be frustrating.
Okay.
Okay? Frustrating and frustrated are both adjectives, but the best answer is frustrating. Okay.
Okay. Frustrating.
Okay, there are some frustrating things at my work. For example, during the manufacturing process, there are like unwanted, like, I don't know how it's called, like bad quality products. So, for example, we only have this limit, like 2% of the whole production process, and it's more than 2%. So we need to cut down and make sure that quality is met, so that to avoid unnecessary products that will be turned down or thrown. So we should make sure that quality control is met.
Okay. I'm not very sure how to follow up to respond to.
Yeah, it's okay. Just try.
And
You can give me your next question.
so just ask the question.
The number 4th question.
Okay. Maybe you can give me some feedback about what you need currently, but the company doesn't provide to you so far.
Okay, give feedback about the need, what you want currently. Okay, this is redundant. Okay, you need what you want. Okay.
Okay. What you need.
So just say about what you need currently. You can say about your needs. No need to put currently, okay? Give feedback about your needs. Okay, as the company manager, I sought to need great compensation. I need company appraisal for my employees. In order for them to be motivated, what I need is great incentive program. So I should have a backup. I should need full support from the management. So if I have full support, if I have great incentive programs and systems, then my team will be motivated to work hard. By that time, we are going to exceed sales, and then there will be profits, and everyone will be happy. So I need support from the management.
Okay. I will take a note and send it to our management and advise what you need.
All right, thank you.
So, any other recommendations for company?
Sure, definitely. More surveys, okay, because there are many competitors. So from time to time, like once in a quarter, we should conduct marketing surveys. Surveys so that Procter & Gamble team will know if we need to cope up with the competition. Because you see, there are different diapers, laundry detergents, fabric conditioners, toothpaste that have evolved. So we should be competitive enough.
Okay.
We should have surveys. Alright, so that ends our role play. John, good job. Do you have questions regarding asking questions and answering them?
I think I need to know how to follow up the questions and give more try to find the conversation to keep the conversation continue. I think that's the most thing which I need to improve currently. And that's not easy.
Yeah, that's right. Because your questions will depend on what product you are selling, right? For example, you're selling a certain product. If it's shampoo, then you should take note that there are many competitors. So your questions will depend on the product. Okay. For example, you are selling rooms, like hotels, rooms and services. So it's different. In that way, you should answer the needs of your customers, your clients, your guests. So questions will vary depending on which market, which people, which client you have, and which product you sell. Okay. And this activity, John, will allow you to enhance your skills. Okay. Especially skills in recommendations, skills in marketing advantage. So managers should be able to conduct trainings with their employees, example, to have that marketing edge, knowing that the market today is very competitive. There are many players in the market, many businesses, small or medium or large, that has evolved ever since. So prices may tend to go up or go down, right? It really depends. So we should need to check as company managers. Okay, and as what I have learned, as a customer also, if there are many products, then we have the advantage of choosing the best at the lowest price, right?
Yeah.
How about you? What can you say about the products and the competitors?
Actually, we could not beat the computers. Most of
competitors.
Because most of them are more excellent than us. However, we doing better service, the product service after selling to customers. So some customers more like our after sale service much than our computers. Yeah. Do I answer your question?
Yes. Thank you. Now, any more questions?
So far, no.
All right, very good. Now let's listen to audio recordings. Go to page 7, audio 5.1. Okay. Take note, and then take note of the questions Helen Tucker mentioned. Okay.
Okay.
Unit 5, Job Satisfaction. Recording 5.1. Unit 5, Job Satisfaction. Recording 5.1.
A recent survey rated Procter & Gamble as one of the best workplaces in the UK. how does the company create job satisfaction among its staff?
First of all, we listen to our employees. We run a survey annually across our whole corporation, globally. And we take it very seriously. We ask a number of questions, looking at people's pride in the company, their work-life balance, how they're learning and developing themselves, how their manager is managing them and developing them. And if we understand how their work fits in, we also ask if they have a trusted counsellor and mentor in the company to give them guidance, and if they understand about all their benefits and compensation, and if they feel they're getting adequately rewarded for the work that they do. So you can see it's a very comprehensive survey, and you get a lot of data back from that. And we take it seriously and look at what are the action steps that we then take from that survey in order to make this a wonderful place to work.
All right. So, what questions does Talent Tucker mentioned or discussed?
You mentioned that.
She mentioned.
She mentioned that the company is the best one in the UK.
Mm-hmm. That's Procter and Gamble, right?
Yeah, that's because they listen to their employees, and they also collect and book
information.
Yeah, from the employees and act questions about company, manager, or product developing are very important to them. So I think that the comprehensive survey indeed helped them a lot, and also help them to make their company to be a wonderful place.
That's correct. Great observation and great listening skills. Good job. Now again, it was mentioned that for them to develop and learn, they conduct surveys annually, right? And these surveys, they will ask questions. In this way, they are able to know how managers develop and understand each other. They also ask counselors for guidance, right? In this way, they were able to understand compensation and benefits and incentives. And again, the survey is very comprehensive. What Helen Tucker does is they take service very seriously. This is one way of making their place a wonderful place to work, right? So basically, they ask surveys to check how satisfied customers are. So they may not expect like a 10 out of 10 survey, maybe around 8 or 8.5, but that grade is already good. Right? So if customers are satisfied, then they will still get the target sales. If they get the target sales, then the company will still be rich, right? So that's the thing. The more sales they have, then the more profits. So that's basically the target of the company. Right? So good job. Now, if you need to listen to the recording again, you can do so. Okay. But since you have already noted your questions, I'm just going to write it down again. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what 3 ways have job priorities changed in recent years? Let's not talk just about Procter & Gamble, but other competitive products. What do you think are the priorities that have changed? Or the job, like manager, staff, factory workers, what do you think are the 3 ways?
Is that below?
About
Should I
job.
change to another audio? Because I think
Oh.
like
5.2, right?
yeah, it's about the second part of the audio or the questions.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me open it.
Recording 5.2.
In your experience, have job priorities among employees changed much over the last 10 years?
Yes, they certainly have changed in the last 10 years. We've seen a huge move in terms of how people want to get their work done. Some want to work on a reduced work schedule. That's something very new. Others want to work from home, as opposed to having a commuting time coming to the office. Other people want to work potentially hard, but they still want energy left at the end of the day and time left at the end of the day and end of the week in order to give something back to the communities that they live and work in order to house the social life outside work, while still making a significant contribution to their business. One of the areas here that's important is flexible work arrangements. As an employer, you can really help generate a very positive working environment and one where individuals are very satisfied by offering a range of different options. So, for example, looking at part-time work, not just for mums going back to maternity leave, but for not just for junior managers, but also for senior managers, potentially working 4 days a week. One of our board in finance, he works 4 days a week, spending the 5th day with his children. And we look at parents' ability to manage childcare. What happens if your child is sick? That you can have an emergency cover for your children, so you can then get back to focusing on your work, knowing that your child has been very well taken care of, even if they're too sick to go to their nursery or daycare place. We look at what happens if someone has to travel on an emergency basis, and perhaps they're looking after an older relative at home, or have young children, or even pets that they need to take care of. And how do we help them with that provision? The other area that people are very interested in terms of job priority is understanding the environmental impact of where they're working. And some people will be choosing their workplace based on the ethical standards and the principles and values of their employer. And I think that's more than you ever saw even 10 years ago. There's a lot of emphasis on sustainability, meaning from a manufacturing point of view, are they using raw materials from renewable sources, for example, or in an office environment, is there significant recycling of waste materials? We've recently introduced a car share scheme in the office, so that there's less emissions, there's less traffic to the local area, because it's very busy here, and it impacts everybody coming to the office because the traffic is so bad in the morning.
All right. So you answered, what 3 ways have job priorities changed in recent years? Okay.
I didn't hear in the details, but you mentioned like because now people focus on how people make work done, and many people change their priorities. They may focus on their social life, or their satisfaction about job, and the others. I didn't hear that very clearly, but I think that's the thing that changed in recent years.
Yes. Yeah. Through the recent years, you can see how huge work has been done. Remember that right now, or as the years pass, there are many working schedules, right?
Yeah.
work schedule has been reduced. Someone would like to work from home. Others are busy at work but still have social life because they are able to manage their time. They have flexible working arrangements. Some people or senior managers work only 4 times a week, right? There's a different outpost, a range of outposts. Like they look for part-time workers so that when the females would like to go for maternity leave, or if child care is needed, or for someone who is on emergency cover, like if there's a trouble in the family, in the relatives, if they have some pets to take care, and especially children crisis, when someone is sick, when they want to go to the hospital for care, someone to look for when there's no one to look for. This is a really good way to help them if there is really a cover in case of leaves, right? And it's really good to know, John, because Procter & Gamble, like Helen, is really open. The company is really understanding, right? She maintains a good relationship with the customers because she is very flexible when it comes to working schedules, and she sees to it that the environment is very friendly, right?
Yes.
And remember how she is open for leaves. She's open for incentive programs.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of emphasis on sustainability.
Yeah.
The company and the employer wants to understand the environmental impact as well for the place where they are working. They want to, just compared before, right now they are following ethical standards, values, right? They want to have an environmental friendly facility. They want to impose recycling, and this is very important, right, to all companies, not just Procter & Gamble.
Yes.
So they also need to follow rules that will be safe for everyone.
Yeah.
All right, so do you have questions, John?
No?
All right, since we are running out of time, I'm pretty sure that you are very interested in today's topic, right? So you can try to, our assignment for next meeting, John, for next Friday is list and describe the different products of P&G with pictures, okay? At least 10, because there's a lot of product lines, like for example for shampoo alone.
Okay.
I don't know if what it is aside from Head and Shoulders. I don't know if Guard is one. Okay. Just put that as your assignment. List and describe the different products of P&G with pictures, at least 10, and then you can describe it. Okay. So again, thank you very much for your time, John. I really appreciate it because you have great listening ability, great comprehension, and excellent analysis. Okay. Again, continue to speak the English language. Okay. Enunciate so that you'll be able to be fluent in speaking already. You're good at speaking. And remember that the recordings are very fast, right? Imagine you're able to catch up with that. So you're pretty good. Others would really feel that it's way too fast. Like for beginners, they'll tend to tell you to slow down. But you can always have the option to listen again.
Okay.
Take your time. So continue to write articles or essays. Continue to make reviews. Okay, just practice and practice.
Yeah.
All right. Hopefully, in the next few lessons that we'll have more role plays.
Okay.
Okay. We'll have debates. I'm excited for debates or arguments. So that's our aim for the next few lessons. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
We'll have a yes and no question, and you may choose if you'll be yes or the no team. Okay. We'll do that.
Okay.
So again, do you have questions before we go?
No.
All right. So thank you very much for your time, John. I really appreciate your cooperation. Have a nice night. Have a great weekend. You're welcome,
Okay.
John. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.